Artistry is a creative skill, flair, or ability in a particular artistic pursuit. Creatives around the world are identified by their artistry. iFlamboyant is an art, craft, and fashion exhibition that aims to nurture and stimulate the growth of local artistry by showcasing our nation's talent via a creative exhibition. It encourages the networking of various artistic personalities and seeks to engender a participatory attitude in the preservation of our Federation's traditional crafts while stimulating an innovative spirit. Today we are joined by Dale Kelley, the founder of iFlamboyant. Welcome to Good Morning, SKN, Dale.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Great to be in your presence.
Pleasure.
Well, right off the bat, you know I have to ask you, why the name iFlamboyant?
I was in the hospital for 18 months, and I decided if I ever left, I'm going to go back to St. Kitts and help artists, because I was helping lots of artists in London.
Okay.
And I moved back, and Judith Rollins and we collaborated, and I said, I like the iFlamboyant tree. I think it's a national flower.
Yeah.
And I also like technology, the iPad, the iPhone. So I said, let's call it iFlamboyant. And it means woman, I am flamboyant.
Love it.
I do too.
Love it.
Yeah.
So when was this initiative launched?
This was 2014.
Okay.
So it's probably 8 years now. We lost 2 years with COVID, but we're back.
Happy that you're back as well.
Yes, so are there any particular years of the exhibition that stand out for you?
Yes, so first year at the Marriott, we started with, I think, 10 artists.
Okay.
But by 2018, we had about 50 artists exhibiting at the Park Hyatt. And 2018 was a phenomenal year for all the artists. And most of them now have gone on to opening their own businesses.
So all the artists were locals?
All locals.
Wow, that's good.
What do you think contributed, or what do you attribute the growth to?
My determination and never taking no for an answer.
I love it. I can see that. I can see that.
I believe anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I've been told many times it's not going to happen. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you can be and do anything that you want to do.
Okay. So what was the reception like from the public in your first year, and how has it grown since then?
The first year, it was a bit sketchy because a lot of the artists did not have the funds to really buy the best materials. And, you know, one artist was using house paint to paint his artwork.
Okay.
And one of the things iFlamboyant do, every year we gift one of the artists with something. The first year we gave a chainsaw to one of the wood carver. Second year we did paint sets. Third year we also include the prison in St. Kitts. We support all of their art. So we bought all of the materials for them, all of the canvas, all the paints. And we also have given scholarships to students at the college. So whatever money we have left over from sponsorship, we always donate it back.
I love that you give back.
To the young people, because they're the future of St. Kitts. They're the new artists coming up.
Yeah,
If you can for a moment, take me back to that chainsaw gift. It seemed like it was strategic. It was a way to ensure the longevity of the exhibition in a way. Was that part of it? Well,
this was a young man from Halfway Tree, and I said, come, bring your art. Oh, no. And, you know, he was fixing his house, so all these beautiful sculptures have paint all over them. He didn't understand how talented he was. And he came to the show and sold his first piece for like $3,000 US.
Wow.
Congrats.
And he's like, no. He's told the people 300. I said, no, that's 3,000. They said, oh, we'll take it. And he was just overwhelmed. He's like, I have to walk, but I don't have a chainsaw.
Okay.
So we bought him a chainsaw, and he has sold many pieces all over the world.
That's very good. I like that iFlamboyant created that space for our local artists to get the exhibition.
Thank you.
And the exposure that they need.
Thank you.
So thank you, Dale. I always admire you, by the way, from your store in Bank Street.
Thank
I always
you.
admire you. So you're one of the phenomenal women that I admire as well.
And I now have a gallery at Christoph Harbor.
Oh, okay.
And we also use it as a platform for iFlamboyant. Okay. What we do, maybe once a month, every 2 months, we invite all the artists down there to sell their products.
Oh, nice. So that's how Caroline gets involved.
Yes.
She's part of iFlamboyant as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Oh. Okay.
Yaffine, Sugar, Town Organic, all of them started with us. And now they have their own shops, their own businesses. And we just let them go. We don't hold people back.
That's good.
Run with it, open your business, just go.
Yeah, space for growth.
Make money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So when you look at that and you look back at the start of iFlamboyant and you see how you've nurtured these creatives, what comes to your mind? How does that make you feel?
Unfortunately, this is not negative or derogatory, but I actually don't feel anything because I already did my job. So I have to move on to the next person.
Oh, so you don't
I'm
get
happy,
too attached.
but I just now have to move on to the next one to help.
I understand. It's a sense of completion.
Yes.
And on to the next one.
And progress. So since the inception of iFlamboyant, what are some of the most interesting art pieces that you have been showcasing?
It have also helped me because when artists get together, you become more inspired. So my line of bus forms that I do, those inspire me because they're wearable art. Okay. So you can hang them on your walls or you can wear them. Okay. A bit heavy. And Vaughn Ainsley from Nevis, his work have inspired me tremendously because he doesn't sleep. Every day for him, he have to paint something. It's like me. If I don't make something every day, I could sink into a depression. So I have to work every single day. Even if it's a small little shell that I make, I have to make something every day.
Okay.
It begs me to ask, what are you making today? Or what have you made today?
Already made it. I made a dog bowl.
Oh, okay.
So it's not something I want to do, but I've been asked to make it and I promise, so I will complete it. But I make something every day.
Oh, okay.
And I paint.
And your hat, it's quite intriguing. When did you make?
I made 5 of them because for the fashion show, I'm going to use children. Okay. I always take them on stage with me. If not, I get stage fright. So I made them for the children to wear.
Okay, cute. I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so honest. You get stage fright. You're so accomplished. I love that. That you're being so open and honest with us. Thank you,
the
Dale.
kids. She said the kids.
Oh, the kids get stage fright.
I get stage fright.
That's what she said. She said she got stage fright.
I thought
I'm shaking inside right now.
You are? I could never
I
tell.
can't tell.
Exactly. So Dale, we want to know right off the bat, where does your creativity come from?
Most of my creativity comes actually from my dreams and from the surrounding beauty. You look at flowers, green and red, yellow and purple and pink, and I snorkel. The fish is so many different colors. A lot of people are afraid of color, but nature have everything that you need. So I walk a lot, I look around, I go up into the hills, I pick like the noni tree. Those are my best sellers. I take the leaf and I imprint it in the clay. I use shells, I use stones, I use the trees on Frigate Bay. So a lot of the taxi drivers think I'm weird because I'm always picking leaves and
you
and
see
they're
the
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you picking leaf? I'm like, oh, I'm just picking. But then I go home and I just imprint it in the clay and it's fabulous.
So do you ever show them the end product of you picking those leaves?
Well, they do come down to the shop.
Okay.
We have had events for them and they've seen and they're quite blown away.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Glad they understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're blown away by the leaves. I love that. All right. So, Dale, what can you tell us about your creative pursuits in general?
I have a gallery at Christoph Harbor. I am a potter, a milliner, a seamstress. I don't believe, I think there's a saying in sync, it's master of something, something of none, but I just do everything and it's frustrating sometimes because my brain doesn't stop.
Oh, wow. That's
And sometimes I wish it would. That's where my creativity comes. It just pops into my mind. At night, I write poems. I have about 1,000 poems I have already written, but they're personal. I won't show them to anyone, but it just doesn't stop.
No.
It's frustrating. Sorry to say it.
No, I can imagine.
As an artist, but that's why I have to do something every day.
But the wheel of creativity continues.
I have to get it out of my mind.
Oh, okay, got you.
I figured as much because it's in there and you definitely need a way to express it.
Yes. So that's why I'm a bit weird, but I like being
No, you're not weird. You are not weird at all.
You're among kindred spirits, trust me.
Our abilities stand out, and that does not make us weird at all. So I see that you worked with some jewelry designers in New York. How exciting was that? Can you tell us about that?
How did you know that?
I know, a little birdie told me.
I worked with, my first job was with Peter Brams.
Okay.
And he worked in gold and precious stones. And I was a receptionist, and he did a piece, and I'm like, what is that? No one's going to buy that. So he said, well, why can you do better? And I started designing and making them. And then I left, and I was poached with David Yeoman,
Nice.
who does the cable bracelet. And from the time I saw that industrial look, I said, you're going to be a winner. And I worked with him for a long time, and I enjoyed it. And then I started doing my own jewelry, which I also sold, but I don't like tedious tasks.
Okay.
I like to get up, make something, and it's done. And jewelry making takes a week to make a beautiful piece, or sometime a month.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I changed and started making hats, and those were a winner.
Okay.
I started the hats in St. Kitts actually in 1993.
Okay.
And I went all over the world,
With
Paris.
hats,
We sold everywhere.
Nice.
And then I started doing pottery for therapy after I came out of the hospital.
Okay.
And it just continued.
Yeah. The
So
artistry
it's good
continues.
stuff.
I know
Everyone
that. It's
is
great stuff.
Everyone is creative. People just have to dig deep inside themselves and pull it out.
Okay, got you.
And creativity could be cooking, it could be making things, it could be writing. It's all creativity. Everyone is born with it.
Yeah. So I want to know, are you still in contact with these jewelers?
David sold the company and he retired.
Okay.
Like most large corporations.
April 10th, there is an upcoming fashion show. So I'm not going to ask you to tease us beyond what you're comfortable with, but what can you tell us about where we can get tickets, etc.?
Well, I'm going to tease you. iFlamboyant, as we mentioned before, is art, fashion, and craft. We have never touched the fashion area. 2 years ago, we started to have preparations for the show, but COVID set us back. But now we're ready. It's going to be a major fashion show. We have people, the designers are Judith Rollins, Riff Raff, Kiwi Dan, Caribel Batik, myself, Dale Kelley, and one of our inmates at Her Majesty Prison, Patrice Matthews. They will all be designing amazing clothes. It will be at the Park Hyatt, April 10th. You can get tickets at Swag and Sway, Cork and Screw, Harper's, or you can simply call me, Dale Kelley, 764-7165. Please, you don't want to miss it. Some of our sponsors so far are the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the Cable, Flow, and of course, Carrick. We cannot do anything without Carrick. Please come out. I just want, if I have time, to say thank you to Jason Amory, who have not stopped rehearsing these models all through COVID. And he's just a phenomenal young man. Jason, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Dale.
You must come out. One more thing.
Yes, please.
We're doing amazing prizes for Best Dressed Woman, Best Dressed Female, Best Dressed Male, Best Dressed Couple, and Best Dressed Avant-Garde. Please come out to the Park Hyatt and support us. It's all for the arts.
Oh, for the
Thank
arts.
you.
Oh, it's been a pleasure talking with you, Dale. You've teased.
Yeah, you teased. They gotta come now. They have no choice but to come out to the park, she said.